I don't think there's any doubt that pizza is popular all around the world. Most people love it. The kids, they won't shut up until they get it. But if you're like me, there's no doubt that the slowly fermented no-knead dough is the absolute best one you can get. It has the best crumb, it has the best crust and the best flavor. But it's not always that you have the 2, 3, 4, 8 days to start in advance to make your dough. So it's nice to be able to make a dough in a relative short time, and for this we need the machine. It's far the easiest. Yeah, well, I guess you can knead it by hand, but yeah. Flour, oil, water, yeast and salt. That's a classical dough as any you can get. Add the water. The yeast. We want it to dissolve as much as possible. You can speed up the mixer for a while until the yeast has dissolved. Add the oil. Salt. And finally the flour. That way you ensure that everything is mixed well before you add the flour. And this is a good recipe. You can use it for any bread, not only pizza base. I use the same method for several of my recipes, so look in the recipe you have chosen and see how long you should knead it, but 5 to 10 minutes typically. Then we need to let it rise for the first time. When it's double sized and light and airy, we need to split it. Cover a table with flour and pour out the dough. Add a bit of flour so it doesn't stick, but not enough to make it dry. Collect it into a loose ball, just so it's easier to work with. Split it by pressing with a spatula or a sharp knife. Split it in the middle again, and if you have seen any of my other pizza videos, you will know the procedure. And we fold it into a ball, just from the side and into the middle. And you keep doing that until the surface is tight, like a drum. Just keep doing it until you are satisfied that it'll keep itself together. Add it with a bit of flour and leave it on the table to rise for a second time. Oh yeah, and as a side note, I have been making pizza for 30 years. I was small, well, smaller than I am now, and I lived at home with my moms and dads, and they had a recipe book where there was this recipe called pizza. I had no idea what it was. We didn't do that in Denmark at that time. But it looked really exciting, and the hardest thing was for me then was to make this round, flat shape. So I had some pizza recipes on my website using the traditional methods, and one of my Danish readers tells me to use a round ball to shape the pizza over. And to be honest, it's a fantastic idea. The best progress in pizza technology ever. Well, you still have to make sure there's flour on the pizza peel. Then you add some flour to the round ball. And this is just a cheap ball I have bought on IKEA. Add some flour to the dough, and then you simply press it over the round ball. And you press near the edges because it will be automatically become relatively thin in the middle. It just gets the perfect shape by itself. It's so easy. Now we need to put it onto the pizza peel, fold it over like this, and you have the perfect pizza shape. It's fantastic. I'm almost crying. Yeah. Then we only need to add the filling. And yeah, I know I have several pizza recipes on my site. I'll just show a few more because Yeah, who doesn't love it? Tomato, mozzarella, ham. This is Schwarzwälder, German ham. Some onions, some pesto. Yeah, that's a very nice pizza. Again, mozzarella, another recipe. Pepperoni or Spanish chorizo, it works just as well. Onions, some spicy oil or pesto, and that's a very nice pizza too. You can find the recipe for the spiced oil on my website. Another pizza I often make is with small sausages, mozzarella, tomato, onions, and the spiced oil. Yeah, well, I'm actually in the mood for pizza now. The final video I want to show is a breakfast pizza. This is bacon, an egg, sausages. Well, it's almost like a full British. Yeah. And you can find the list of ingredients and the recipe on kvalifood.